So I'm going to be packing in here a lot. So one of my channels is in a really weird, fuzzy state. So I'm going to try to promote a new channel to make up for it. So look out for that. Again, it's up to you. Please subscribe if you can. And please consider supporting this channel via channel memberships or whatever means. I will start to finally do something there. I know I've been promising, but I will try to get some support system up. Now let's turn to the Nora Zero Dark Tony continuing whatever we're going to call it, love affair. So I will be very quick because I'm sure the older subscribers know who these people are. But for those not clear, I've been doing a series on YouTube grifters. Again, it's nowhere close to Birdman, who's done a very excellent job calling out Critical Drinker, some of these big grifters like Nerdrotics. But I don't know what to say. So Nora is an ex-Scientologist who has published a few, and I do mean literally a few, good videos on the abuses of Scientology, but for the most part, it's just her narcissistic ranting how she's a victim. Ken, I am not joking. She says this quite often to Anne Frank. Now, she does not make the precise comparison, but she literally does say that, yes, I am like a victim akin to Jews in World War II. But hey, don't worry, kids. She's assuring us that she talks to other Jews, and they say, yes, you are a victim like us. Kumbaya. So yeah, she's a complete mess. She's also a lesbian. Oh, don't worry, she brings that up a lot. It's not me character assassinating, calling her a Jewish lesbian. She takes on these identities. Now she's not really Jewish, but apparently because she's married to a Jewish woman, she gets to be Jewish. Them's the breaks, I guess. And Zero Dark Tony is, to put it mildly, a very controversial YouTuber. I'm very critical of most of his videos, but you can't deny he has had some pretty good hits here and there in exposing Nora and her friends, or ex-friends, Aaron Smith-Levin, Liz Gale, and others in the SPTV space, and the way they've been basically harassing, stalking, terrorizing people, including him. And Nora's upset that Zero Dark Tony is legally taking some action against her and is hurting her channel. So I play fair here. So I'm going to try to digest her really stupid argument and present it to you because I'm not clear what the hell she's saying. But then I'm never quite clear what the hell she's saying because she doesn't make any good points. But there we are. So apparently, to Nora, Zero Dark Tony filed a privacy complaint. Was it real? Well, with Nora, she's not going to exactly tell the truth. So maybe Zero Dark Tony is being cynical using the YouTube system. And I'm going to be consistent here because Aaron Smith 11 has copyright strike this channel a whole lot and other channels just for fact checking him. Nothing malicious, not even an insult. We're just telling the truth that he's an abusive, lying, pathological moron. But there you go. That's enough to get us copyright strikes. So it could be Tony, Zero Dark Tony here, is not using the YT system as intended. That said, it could be she violated privacy. I can't say. The stream where this is the controversy was taken down. But Nora suspects the real reason was not the violation of privacy, but did she actually violate privacy? She's not going to say. The real goal is to get her, quote, real address, right? Zero Dark Tony wants Nora's real address to put Nora in danger. Now, do I believe her? No, I don't even think that's the reason. But yes, probably you will get, quote, real address of Nora. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, head scratching, if you want privacy, why are you using your full name? Why are you giving an address with your YouTube channel? And she's like, oh, that's my business address. Right. That's her business address, guys, because she's Bill Gates. Alrighty then, so we're already in the land of Delulu. Apparently, the plan is for Zero Dark Tony to endanger Nora with rockets. And I'm like, rockets? But that's what she says. And apparently, she's boasting she has a receipt. And it's right here. She didn't show it, but guys, she has the receipt that Zero Dark Tony has become Terminator Judge Dredd and is going to find the address and then come to her house with the rockets. Allegedly. But Nora is screaming, she's in danger. Her life is in danger. Her children are in danger. Some of her children are adults. They're even off to college. She's done videos on this, so how are they going to be in danger if they're off in college? And Zero Dark Tony is going to go to this address. Is Nora living with her children in college? Whatever. Uh, we're just going down endless delusions here. So I'm guessing it is what it is. Zero Dark Tony is poking the bear. Now, I'm not saying Nora's really that dangerous. She's not good. I don't think it's subsidizing her or praising her stupidity is a good idea. That said, I don't think she poses a real physical threat to Tony, right? However, and I don't think Zero Dark Tony poses any physical threat to Nora despite her babbling. That said, this is obviously like Zero Dark Tony getting revenge on Nora for years and years, which did happen. She and her friends were tormenting him, so now it's payback time, and he's going to use whatever means to make her life miserable. I get all that. I think it's better to everyone just needs to calm down and de-escalate. That's my recommendation. Just my opinion. But Nora really exaggerating the threat and falsely misrepresenting what is going on. What is going on is that she and Zero Dark Tony have a beef that has been going on for some time. I think we're entering what now, the half decade anniversary? Like this thing has gone on longer than technically Nas and Jay-Z or Bill Gates and Steve Jobs. This thing is getting up there. I mean, we may literally get 10 years of beef with Zero Dark Tony and Nora. And what do we have to show for it? Like 50 Cent got shot 9 times, produced classic albums. I don't think anything's going to happen to Nora. Not even a squirrel is going to endanger her. We're not getting anything good out of it either. So I don't get it. What are we, the audience, getting out of this? Not much. Okay, well, now let's let Zero Dark Tony have the floor. And this is from his channel, Official Words. This is edited, so I'd be curious what the original version was. But he says, I have just filed my copyright infringement complaint against Nora with the United States Copyright Office. Her channel will remain suspended until this matter is complete, and there is $30,000 in damages on the suit. Her channel is still up as far as I know, but maybe was temporarily disabled. Nora should be notified today by YouTube. This is the beginning of the end for her reign of terror against me for the past years. Again, that is a fact. Nora has been trying to terrorize Zero Dark Tony. Again, you don't have to like Zero Dark Tony, but he clearly does suffer from mental problems, and he does have a sick old mother, and Nora just doesn't care. So, it is what it is. If Nora wants to negotiate, contact my attorney, or she can wait and pay the legal fees in addition to the 30K and the 20K she will need for a copyright attorney to lose her case. Playtime is over. Just a small note. He has some bad grammar. He says, N copyright attorney. It's just a copyright attorney. You don't need a N. It's not an copyright attorney. It's just a copyright attorney. I've just noticed this in the space we're in. There's just a lot of bad grammar. I don't know why. It's just really weird. The creators here are just can't seem to do good grammar. I don't know. So I guess in terms of substance is how much can you use a creator's content before you're basically stealing it? We'll put aside the obvious and listen, I'm trying to make money from YouTube and YouTube content, maybe failing at it, but I'm trying. Is YouTube creation really like akin to Taylor Swift or Jay-Z or Nas or Elvis Presley? Go through the list. Are we really doing high artistic work here? Well, whatever. It does have legal rights, and Zero Dark Tony has legal rights. So I'm a little puzzled. So he's kind of admitting, yeah, she's trying to do fair use, but she's not really within the real boundaries of fair use. Therefore, it's legit to take down her channel. And this is true. Nora has done quite a few commentaries on Zero Dark Tony. They weren't always fair or balanced, but, I think they were okay-ish. I mean, Zero Dark Tony's issue with Nora is that he's the victim of stalking. He's playing a little fast and loose to just get rid of Nora. Now the issue is my copyright, but really, he just doesn't like that she's harassing him and his family, and there you go. And to be fair and critical to both sides, they did sort of have a truce for a while, right? Zero Dark Tony took down his videos, and for a little bit, Nora didn't talk about Zero Dark Tony, but then she started right back up again. So you're like, why did she renew the war? Oh, well, I would have to guesstimate she thought this is when she was loyal to Aaron and Aaron was helping her. She thought Aaron was on her side and they were going to work together to destroy Zero Dark Tony. But then Aaron stabbed her in the back and the plan, collapsed. Now, I'm sure Aaron still hates Zero Dark Tony. They're not friends, they're not fans of one another. Although I think at the end of the day, Zero Dark Tony is actually very pro Aaron. Right through it all, I think he said very clearly he actually kind of likes what Aaron is up to. He just wants to make money making fun of him, but there we go. We'll see if eventually they reconcile. So you would think Aaron would help Nora, if only cynically, to get rid of Zero Dark Tony, but as far as we know, nope. Aaron is not going to help. He's on the sidelines. He's kind of avoided doing content on Zero Dark Tony. I was going to do a commentary like, yeah, he's avoiding Zero Dark Tony for a while. So I'm guessing he's trying to play a Machiavelli game where Zero Dark Tony and Nora will destroy each other, and he'll move on to bigger, better things. Will it work out? I don't know, but if Zero Dark Tony has receipts here that she did violate the copyright issues, all right, well, we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, she could actually be in trouble. Like, pay 30,000. I don't know about that, but you know, maybe an actual 10,000. She might actually have to pay that, and for her, that would be devastating. She'd have to actually cut back on her soda, her pizza. What else? She might have to give up, you know, her not really healthy fast food meals that she kind of palmed off as her doing a diet. She have to cut back on those. You know, Miss Piggy's gonna have to cut back on her really bad, weird diet.